everyone, and welcome back to my playthrough of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So in the last episode we found out that Sakura was the traitor. So let's go ahead and jump right back in. I feel like we're definitely gonna get something in today's chapter. Where is it at? Oh my god, look at all these chapters. Look at all these chapters. Oh my goodness, we've come so far. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? What do you want me to do? I think I'm supposed to go to the dining hall. I left off last episode... Okay, I left off last episode with free time. So let's see what we have to do now. Wow! Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Also, I'm very sick still. If you guys haven't seen that, I've been pretty sick over the last few days. So I'm gonna try to do the voices, but they might be a little like, you know. Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Oh.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
She's still alive.
You gotta be kidding!
Yeah, what? Killed her? No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked off the pepper off the table and that led to a sneeze. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit for them. Okay. Her girl. I'm not even gonna read that. Just look at my shapely collarbone. No, we're not doing that.
Not adorable.
We're not doing that. Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and indulge myself for who knows how long. Okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Oh. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carry Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to finally regain her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it was really just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. So, why are they fighting? Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, I just got into a fight and lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura.
But...
At first, I just tried to ignore it. But if you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have the time to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, the Genocide Jack got loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these horrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears, and just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges, and there she stood before us.
Hina.
Oh, Sakura. You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Oh, damn.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
Oh, no forgiveness! I can't forgive this!
Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you, but not exactly.
I can't
Why?
forgive this!
Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather something's happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura!
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line, right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
What does that mean? Wait, it's Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Hey, how you doing, Kiri? Hey. Hey, baby girl. How you doing? Let's kiss and make up, okay? Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me right. You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that?
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Excuse me? What?
Because...
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I really can't change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides...
And
I may have overreacted. Are you blushing? Oh my god. Huh?
Anyway...
It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay? Thank you. Do I need to leave? Do I talk to her again?
Whew.
Oh, there's something else? No, how do I do the other one? There you go. Is it what you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So...
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko? I hurried to catch up to her. Well, where are we going? She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually we arrived. Oh, alter ego? The dressing room? So, the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had his job done. Besides, it's not that... What? It's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something? Well, what is it? Hello? So, is it just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. Let me just check my sound real quick. Okay, make sure it's good. Because I feel like it's really low for me, but maybe it's okay for you guys. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko tucked in the question. What did you want to ask us?
So,
Oh yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
Kyoko and I glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
you see,
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop there, saying I finished my work?
but
I don't want to do
I
that.
want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school.
That's right.
The only way that I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive that the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto. You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talked to Alter Ego, I didn't know. I had no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore, because if we take any more risks, the mastermind will really notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in the situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you look the other way? Or would you stand up, stand tall next to everyone else, and tell them you're their friend?
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I wanna believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen,
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
that's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera? Secret room? That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
I do believe you can connect to the network from there. And I remember seeing in what? Ethernet port on the wall? Where do you see that? Am I blind? Oh, over there.
However,
On the left side. It was covered by the dialogue thing. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll have to move Alter Ego. Then the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding out any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way that you could hide him with what you're wearing right now, so let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like all of that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers, so there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already, well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Whoa, okay. Where's the secret room? I don't remember. Okay, so the secret room is on the second floor, and it is in the men's bathroom. Totally didn't have to
Hey.
look it up or anything. Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. Oh, she's making like a cover because there's cameras watching us, I think. Just hurry up and go. And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Alright, back here. Didn't have to go through it again. Oh, there's a few documents. Papers on the floor, at least. Okay, we first have to find the network cable. Desk drawer. According to Hyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Okay, now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled up the laptop and connected it to the I don't know what that says. Ethernet port with the cable? And that should do it.
That's right.
I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
Please just wait a little while longer.
I'm
Just hold on tight and put faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto. Oh.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but, the documents are gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That was much for sure. Kyoko!
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split now?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have any mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, taking a nap? I had completely dozed off. Who at my door? Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Okay, well, who that? Kyoko? Yep.
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. Oh, God, what is it? It sounded like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little bit faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Hina! Hina? Oh, I have to get closer. Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she dead? Is she unconscious? Oh. She's sitting up in a chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I called her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said,
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Huh. Then why?
It would seem...
Oh, it feels like the door's pressing up against something inside the room. Is it a chair? Chair.
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She was just unconscious, right? Right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into hundreds of pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my head through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy. If I can just... I pushed it out with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... No! 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 Why she look gold? So she is dead? Girl, she looks too peaceful to be dead. She looks happy. She's like a stone statue. That ain't a normal death. Okay, something's already really suspicious here. I have a thought about what she's done, but I don't want to say it just yet and look like an idiot. All I felt was cold death. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... No! I liked Sakura!
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin.
I liked Sakura. Why are you so robotic? Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. You can see her forehead in the corner, oh my god! And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was
Interesting.
murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before you even begin investigation? I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know. You know it? Oh. Jeez, I didn't know your power your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin the... Bro. I ain't ruined that. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey!
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie! Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I
I hate
forgive
him.
you.
I hate this whole thing. Well, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How could you say that just now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority is to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always on a thorn. You've always been a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is it? Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let
you.
someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if that means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, really don't care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear
Then
now.
it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. I guess it's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you honestly aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body anyway?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. Oh, wait, I see blood in the back. Why is there no blood around her? That's the one thing I'm kind of confused about. But also, I just don't feel like her death was, like, typical, you know? I think she had something to do with her own death. Because, I mean, you don't usually smile in the death games when you're dead. It's, okay, this is my guess. Either Sakura, you know, offed herself, or maybe Hina did it. Because maybe they had something going on together where, you know, it was like a trick thing. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to do it. We do, don't we? Investigate. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood? Huh. We do have a chem room with poison, so I'm just saying. Okay.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room was the door we just came through, and that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. See, okay, it's Sakura. I think Sriracha. What was I saying? Sakura. I think she committed suicide. I think that's what she was, you know, talking about earlier, where like, I'm going to end this once and for all. I think she, you know, did it to herself. Because there's no way anyone could, like, leave. So it's obvious that it's her. Like, this is really obvious, you know, like, this is plain as day. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's, like, zero escape, right?
In other words...
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery book novels or mystery movies or books or whatever. But it really happened in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. That simply means the killer commits the crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanisms. There are a number of variations. I can read. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer used a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There's no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't seem to have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stayed hid. Okay, no, because no one came out, okay? Because everyone came into the room, so it's obviously not that one. They stay hidden, and when the doors opened up, they used the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else. Or that could be a thing. They could have pretended. Yeah, that could be. Okay. It sounded silly at first, but that one could definitely be a possibility. That sounds like it could have been impossible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and the final type is it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. No, there's a 5th possibility! She could have offed herself! Then, Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering all of our primary focuses during this trial. But right now, I really can't say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, well first of all, I'm curious about the blood behind her. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Exactly. What is that? A piece of paper? Oh, some kind of wrapper?
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. It was a little... I thought it might help calm her down a little. So you gave the candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we can get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Okay, so no one else could have given it to her. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina? Okay, polka dot. Oh, broken glass. Oh, this is what... Oh, wait, no. I was gonna say this is us, but there's... Okay, that's from the chem room. There's some sort of plastic container rolling around from near the entrance to the room.
So,
Looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab has all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten it from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they don't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So,
Yeah, no, because how did the can end up on something that we broke? Because that would mean we broke the window and then the drink was placed on top of it. I can't say for sure, but you're already going to take a note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure how I see how. Makoto, it means someone or something had to put the cup there. Because if you broke the glass, then the glass is on the floor. If the protein cup was on the ground, the glass would be on top of it. It wouldn't be under it, you know? That means Someone someone probably planted it is what I think, because it's on top of the glass. You feel me? Okay, the chair. Let's do the chair next. Well, there we go. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get in the door. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay, let's look at Sakura. Oh, what's that? There's something else around her. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I could see traces of blood on her lips for sure. Okay, like I said, I think she committed suicide by drinking poison. Mixed it in with her protein, went gulp, gulp, gulp. So, what could have caused her to vomit? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe getting hit on the head with blood somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? That's not how that works, Makoto. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Yeah. There are shards of glass scattered all around this chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and there's top and bottom sections at the bottom, right? So this must originally have been a bottle. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. This? Oh, okay, it's one of these things. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. But wait. There's room for 2 of them, but we only found 1 piece. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how'd they get those figures inside the bottle? That's what you're worried about? It's no different from the standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. What do you mean? Makoto, what do you mean that... Why is he so interested in how the figure got in there and not the fact that 2 are missing and we found 1 piece? Bro, I feel like I'm starting to make sense of these things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards around the glass. Yeah, which means Sakura's hit with the Monokuma bottle. Yeah, we got that. The Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, yeah. I think we've got all the evidence, so let's talk to everyone.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hina. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own, but when I saw her again after that, she told me that she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her here in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, then this never would have happened. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. I feel bad for Hina, but the fact that she asked those 3 to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place that she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm just what I heard from the 3 of them directly.
however,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
Well, she certainly didn't have to, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. That's how the killer was able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
That they'd have to, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. I mean, that's probably why she got hit with a bottle. Okay, see, okay, this is the one thing I don't understand though. Because I do think that her cause of death was suicide by drinking poison. I think that she mixed it in with her protein, but I don't know why she's hit in the back of the head. Someone has to be involved in this. Someone had to have hit her in the head. I don't know why. But I don't think that that's what killed her. Obviously, that's not what killed her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it is true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes, but what fool would want to do? But what fool would do it what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shred and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go and see her. Is that true? Well, I can't prove otherwise. I have no choice but to accept its fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, do I have to check this clock up here? Because it's like pointing at the clock. Let's check that real quick. It's around 1 o'clock now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Okay, so Kyoko and I are fine. We're good. Can I leave? Okay, what else do I need to examine in here? The locker? I didn't even see that. Are those handprints on the inside of it? Oh, okay. Yeah, handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and then they left a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? I didn't even remember that, oh my god. Oh yeah, and the locker was already opened at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does the handprint mean? I have no idea, Makoto. Am I done? What else do I need to look at? What else is there? The newspapers? Or what are these called? Magazines? Different kind of magazines. Okay. I thought I got it all. The door, maybe? Yeah, no locks. Smashed the window. No mechanism. I don't see anything suspicious about the door. No doubt the door didn't open. The door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. Okay. Locked room from the inside, not the outside. Okay, okay.
Listen.
Okay, there we go, that's it. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go to talk to people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since our issue. But she's right, I have to go and talk to the others. Sakura wanted me to meet with the other two. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. I wanted to leave. That's not, I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave, please and thank you. To leave. Okay. Those two probably went back to their rooms. Okay. So, Hiro and Toko. Toko. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... This again? Huh, who's there? God, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she asked you to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims that she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay, well apparently she did not see Sakura. Speaking of, I think Hiro's down here, yeah. I pressed the doorbell. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you, I don't know, maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? Then when did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She, okay, you are so lying.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it looks like I don't have it anymore. Suspicious. That's suspicious. That's weird. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Wait! That does not make sense as to why he would have that, because Hina said just a few minutes before that that's a candy wrapper that she took all of the candy for. So nobody else should have that candy wrapper. So how does Hiro have it?
Huh? What?
Quickly as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway,
What?
I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me, okay. I'm thinking maybe Sakura had some candy, and maybe she gave it to Hiro. I know Hina said that she gave her a piece of candy, but I don't know if that meant that she gave her one piece or maybe like a couple pieces. But I definitely think that Hiro went and saw her. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Yeah, it's not. That's very suspicious. Okay, and what next? I'll definitely have to look around the crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab, so where should I start? Probably the chem lab. Okay, let's vroom vroom vroom. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this one's... At first, it was like pretty easy, but now I feel like I'm doubting myself. Because, like I definitely do think that Sakura probably committed suicide because she was smiling, she looked happy as she died, she was talking about ending things, and like the protein, the blood, the vomit, that's the sign of poison. Where am I supposed to go? But, you know, like, I just don't understand the whole thing with the bottle. That's like what's really throwing me off. I need to remember how to get to the chem lab. Where is the next floor? 4th floor. See, okay, I feel like I know that Sakura killed herself, but I really do think that there's something else going on? Because I feel very suspicious about Hero. Like, I feel like Hero's been really suspicious lately, like with the last case. But I just don't know. Where's the chem lab? Over here? You know, he's definitely very suspicious. Like, very suspicious. Byakuya and Toko I don't really know about, to be fair.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. Bro, I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. How about you shut up? How about you get a broom and start cleaning this mess up? This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected to make one giant shelf, but more importantly right now, what's that powder that's instilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Footprints. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as the whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. That's kind of silly, Makoto. Bro's not the ultimate artist. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at things like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left his footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. When they came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how close these prints are, it should be easy to determine what they do belong to. These prints are a really valuable clue. Okay. So I guess you can just measure... That's honestly pretty easy. Because you can just measure their feet. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. This is where the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. That's poison! Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then the powder must have been spilled...
So in other words...
That's right, it can only have been spilled around the time of the incident. If that really was what happened, it must have been related to the case somehow. Okay. Oh, on this shelf there's one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. There's like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with C and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of shelf C. On this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea what they are. They're a bunch of reagents. Simply put them in experiments to use about a chemical reaction. Okay, yeah. Have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It's truly bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics have no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The world of a lifelong loser. Which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers are labeled with B and a number. Part of shelving B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Don't have to worry about that shelf. Okay. Let's check. Let's see on the shelf. There's all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Oh, there's a poison on it though. C something. The protein drink is in the rec room was probably from the shelf. Labeled with A and a number, so I can guess this is part of section A, huh? But wait! There's one bottle here labeled Kim C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Okay, dietary, supplements in A, B has reagents, and C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me in section A is that there was a bottle labeled with section C. The bottle of poison from section C, doing in section A. There's definitely something going on here. Oh my god. Is there anything else I need to do? What else do I have to check out? What do you want me to look at? Oh, just that? The powder? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered into the floor in the shelf. There's also a remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle is labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positions of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right about the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room? At the rec room? Okay, back to the rec room. Is there a hall 5? Is there another floor? I mean, it says 5, so I'm guessing there is. That's probably a stupid question. See, the real question, though, is... where is the rec room? Is it the billboard? The billard board thingy? The target? God, I'm so bad at directions. Like here, right? Yeah, broken window. Broken window, that's how you can figure it out.
Hey,
So Makoto, how is your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone might say lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway...
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. All these things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay, the bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue. There's missing one, Makoto! Makoto!
Hey,
Did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you'll make sure to find it. Correlation? They're all Monokumas? Chess pieces? Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come with their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree?
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's been bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Can you
anyway...
gather up all the pieces of the bottle of the Monokuma... Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I'll need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get back to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Compare the weight of what? The pieces of glass you collected and the ones of the Monokuma bottles that are still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces will be collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Let's give it a try. Huh. How does she know to do this? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
Hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. I don't know. I don't know whatsoever. I don't know what that was about. I don't know how she even knew that that was a thing that needed to be done. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue. Clue, clue, clue. Oh. It's upside down? Is that Princess Piggle again? Hifumi's girl or something? I don't know. Huh? The magazine is upside down? Did someone put it back on that way on accident?
Hey,
Something catches your eye? It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Oh! This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine had a word in blood. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It's indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you'd think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me all that more suspicious. Okay, what was the other thing? What did she want me to do?
in other words. Hey,
What else did you want me to do? What? Yeah, I don't know what the secret is though. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to look at Sakura, I think. According to Yoko, there's something here.
just a second.
Just staring off there into space isn't gonna help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I just can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because you played many of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. That's creepy.
hey,
Most importantly, look here. Her shoes.
correct.
You see the yellow powder on her... Oh, it's like the powder from the chem room, actually. Yeah, it just really stands out.
I see.
The powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
The next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so just let me explain.
It would seem.
It appears that she didn't suffer from a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. Is that why there's 2 bottles gone? But where's the other bottle then? I get it. I get it now. I get it. Okay, I get it. The reason why the scale, the broken pieces, were heavier is because it's 2 bottles and not 1 bottle. I get it. I got it. I might be a little dumb, but I got it.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? Then there's one more thing, and there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
Okay, then it's not her who wrote that message. So she was attacked by 2 different people? Girl. So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Oh, we're done? Okay, honestly, I can't believe about the scale thing. I'm actually kind of in shock. Like, I understand. I understand it. I feel so smart.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so
Bro.
boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the 1st floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Okay, so that is where I am going to end today's episode. I'm really confused on this one because I really do think that Sakura committed suicide. Just judging by the fact that she's smiling, judging by the fact that she vomited blood. Obviously, a blow to the head is not going to cause you to vomit blood. At least I don't think so. But I definitely think that there's foul play involved. Right now, Hiro's suspicious. I don't think anyone really committed suicide, but I think Sakura committed suicide, but I don't think anyone actually murdered her, you know? But I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyway, let me know what you thought about today's episode. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!